Hi, I'm Owen Murphy.
And I'm Bridget Jacob, and this is your Raiders Sports Report.
The girls' swimming team has started off hot with a 7-3 record, and Nick's been covering them. What's up, Nick?
How's it going, Owen?
So who are some key swimmers to start off the season?
Well, there's Julia Bonholt, there's Lily Hughes, and there's Ava Mustachio, who recently returned from her toe injury and was just an absolutely tearing through the swimming pools.
Yeah, tell me a little more about that injury.
Well, it was a devastating one. She hurt her toe. She obviously had to do a lot of hard work to get back to the point she wanted to, but she came back stronger, she came back better, and everybody's very proud of her.
Can you tell me about one of the recent meets?
Well, yesterday I was actually at Rutgers on the scene with the lady swimmers, and I have to tell you something. It's loud, it's exciting. They didn't even win, and I was having a good time.
That sounds like a great time, Nick. Thanks.
No problem.
Now let's move over to Emma with boys swim. Hi, Bridget. How are the boys swims? How is boys swim doing?
So they did really well this season. Their record for their dual meets was 8-2, losing against Summit and Westfield, and they had counties this weekend and they placed third.
And how was counties?
As I said, they placed third, which is really good for them, and their strongest event was probably their 50 free, and they got first in all three heats with Lucas Rute, Mike DePaula, and Matt London swimming.
Now tell me more about Matt London's national time.
Over the weekend, he got a national time in his 50 free, which was 21:78, and he also got a national time in his 1 free, which was 48 seconds.
We recently interviewed our male athlete of the month, Lucas Rute. Let's go check that out.
I'm here with senior Lucas Rute on the varsity swim team. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So tell us a little bit about the season so far.
So far, we were 8-2, and we have counties coming up this Sunday. We should get third or second, and then we're going to go into states.
That's great. And what are some of your biggest achievements so far?
So far, we beat Chatham, which was an upset, and we beat New Prop, which was an upset, and that's really it.
That's good. And how are you doing personally?
I just got back from an injury, but personally, pretty well. To be going into the season a month late.
And who are some other outstanding players on your team?
Mike DePaula this year has really picked it up. He's been carrying the team a lot with the 50 free, and then Matt London also with the 50 free.
And is there any upcoming meets that we should look forward to?
Just counties and then states.
And when are they?
This Sunday and then next week.
Thank you so much.
Ryan's been covering the boys track team. What's up, Ryan?
What's up, Owen? How are you?
So who are some runners who have been performing of late?
We have 3 key runners who have been performing pretty well recently. We have Justin Williams running the 300 meter at 38 seconds. We have Janai Berry running the 800 meter at 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And then we have Miles Singletary also running the 800 meter at 2 minutes flat.
And I heard there was 2 runners on the boys team that had some pretty outstanding performances. Can you tell me a little more about that?
Oh yeah, Miles Singletary placed second for the 800 meter at the Spike Shoe Holiday Festival this past December. And that was actually when he recorded his PR at 2 minutes flat. And then we have Chris Downing, who placed 40 out of 200 in the 1600 meter.
Any upcoming meets we should look out for?
The Varsity Classic is coming up on February 3rd in New York, and that should be a nice one to watch.
Sounds good. Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you.
Now let's head over to hockey with Ben. Hey, Ben.
Hi, Bridget.
How are the boys doing so far this season?
The boys' hockey team is not off to a great start. They have gotten back into the win column, but they are currently sitting at 4-12, a lot of which can be attributed to a 5-game losing streak that they had towards the end of December, beginning of January. However, they have recently broken it with a much-needed win over Watchung Hills.
That's awesome. Who's performing well?
So far, senior Kyle Remo is leading the team in goals, lighting the lamp 13 times. And Will Maurer, a junior, has gifted 12 goals to other members of his team, which are just as important as goals. Assists are just as important as goals. And Paul Harris has saved a whopping 241 shots on 262 total shots against.
Awesome. When's their next game?
Their next games coming up are a home game on January 28th against Verona and an away game on January 31st against Colonia.
Now let's move over to interview with Ryan Dayton, boys hockey.
All right, so I am here with a varsity hockey player, Ryan Dayton. Ryan, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Doing great. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions about the season. How would you assess the team's performance so far this season?
Overall, I think if we had to assess the team's performance right now, I would say pretty good. You know, we're getting pucks in deep, working hard on those corners and battling for those 50-50 pucks, and I think it's made a big difference this season.
All right. What would you say has been the highlight of the season so far?
Highlight of the season so far, I hate to be selfish, but I would have to say me. I put the team on my back and really been working hard for our team right there this season.
That was my next question. What do you think you could improve upon to continue to benefit your team in the future?
Honestly, if I had to improve on one thing, I would say passing. A lot of open teammates out there. There's no I in team. It's a team game, so look for my teammates and, they'll score and make me look good.
And finally, what do you think the team as an overall unit can improve to get more wins?
As a unit, we're a pretty close group of guys. But if I had to say one thing overall, maybe communication, talking more out on the ice. But, I'm no coach. I'm just a player.
All right, thank you, Ryan.
No problem.
We recently went around the halls to interview students and staff on their Super Bowl predictions. Let's go check that out.
I'm here with Mr. Jordan, and who's going to win the Super Bowl?
Kansas City.
Why do you think Kansas City?
High-powered offense. I know San Francisco has the best defense, and they say defense wins championships, but Kansas City, I think, is just too much.
All right, good answer.
I have $50 on the 49ers.
All right, it's bold.
I'm thinking the Niners. Why? They're making history with the first woman coach ever in the Super Bowl. I think Andy Reid's gonna choke. Andy Reid's gonna choke like usual.
Kansas City.
Why?
They've got a really potent offense, and I think they're gonna score a lot. What about you, Lizzo?
Kansas City.
Why?
Because they have a really potent offense. I think they're going to score a lot.
Marcus, who's gonna win the Super Bowl?
I really don't care.
Just give an educated guess.
Tom Brady.
Well, I think this dude, the new quarterback for the Chiefs, Mike D, he's really good. So I think the Chiefs got him in the bag.
What about you, Hickey?
I'm going to have to go with the Chiefs as well.
Why?
Mahomes is the GOAT.
Kansas. 49ers suck.
Okay.
I'm going to have to go with the 49ers because I think that they're going to be able to run the ball, and I think that the pass rush, getting 4 or 5 on the ball without having to blitz, is going to give Mahomes a little bit of difficulty. So I'm going to go with the Niners.
I think I think the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl.
Why do you think that, Dean?
I just think their offense is really good, and it's just going to be a shootout, but who knows?
I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
And why do you think the Chiefs are going to win?
Well, they beat the Titans, and the Titans were on quite the roll, so,
What about that good 49ers defense?
Mahomes is ever going to tear through that. Tyreek Hill's going to tear through that. It's going to be an easy game for them. The Red Sox.
Good answer, good answer.
The 49ers.
Why?
Just cause.
I'm going to go Kansas City.
Why?
I think Mahomes got that X factor, bro.
I'm Owen Murphy.
I'm Bridget Jacob, and it's your Raiders Sports Report.
Go Raiders.
Go Tigers. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.